Hello, my name is Rhonda, and I would like to either welcome you to my channel or I would like to welcome you back to my channel. The reason I'm coming to you now is to let you know that I'm going to start a series talk on my life on reset. And that's what it's going to be called, My Life on Reset. And the reason why is I am in a series of things happening in my own life where I have found my life on reset. Biggest thing is, as soon as I'll be 54 this year, and I have watched my life literally change. And I would like to say reset. You know, you'll see yourself. I'm an empty nester. I've moved out of a house that I lived in almost 13 years. I'm restarting my business, dealing with relationships differently, the whole nine. So I don't like to say that my life is restarting, because restarting means that you've literally had to end something to restart it. I would like to say that my life is on reset, because I never really had to close I may have to close situations out, but like for business, it didn't mean I had to literally stop doing business. It means I had to change doing business. It didn't mean I had to stop having relationships, period. I had to change the relationships. It didn't mean that I couldn't live in a house anymore. I had to change the life that I was living in. So in order to be able to do some things, you realize in life, some things get broken. I like to look at it as recently my mom had broke her ankle or what have you, and she had to go in and have it reset. They didn't have to start over and give her a new foot or anything. They had to reset it because something had been broken. Areas of our lives have been broken. And a lot of times what happens is some situations literally close themselves out or just say reset. So now we can take and put it and align it the way that it should have been in the first place. Every time you look up in a situation that I'm seeing it now in my own life, the things that I learned before midlife, I'm able to take them into this next part of my life and do it totally different. Consider this being born again. You know, you were born, but then you were born again. Then you look at some of the situations that are going on and you're like, man, how did I get here? Why did this relationship have to end? Why did this business deal go this way? Because the things that you learned in the past, now you can use those things towards your future. So I would encourage you, every day I'm just going to come and drop a few nuggets of what I'm experiencing in my own life. And I know the Word of God talks about it. Behold, I would do a new thing, and it would spring forth. So sometimes you'll look at your life and you're like, why did all of a sudden this just abruptly end? Because God said he's going to do a new thing and it's going to spring forth, you know, and that's what happens. I remember, I love the movie Friday, and I had people laughing because I said, I believe that was totally about me. And in 1991, I was working for a famous daycare chain, and not realizing it, I was babysitting for some of the kids. And it wasn't supposed to be that way. I wasn't supposed to be that, babysitting for those kids. And one day I had a week off work. I just, number one, found out that I was pregnant with my son, who's now 31. I was pregnant with him, so I was about to be a single parent. I told the parents, I'm going to babysit for your kids this summer. But of course, when I found out that I was pregnant, I needed to stay on that $3.35 an hour job to make sure that I had something for my son. Well, I was on my week off, and I decided on that Friday, it was payday. I decided to go in and pick up my check. They called me into the back room, and they told me, well, we see that you're babysitting for other kids and all this other stuff, and we want to let you know that you no longer have a job. So literally, they fired me on my day off when I went to pick up my check. Go figure, Friday. So that was April 29th, 1991. I remember praying a lot, and God, I know you're going to help me take care of this child. because it is obvious I'm going to be a single parent. And all of a sudden, I prayed for a whole month. And right as the weekend before the day that I was originally supposed to begin, one of those parents called me. Miss Rhonda, we noticed that you've been gone, and we understood, we heard what happened. Are you still going to watch my daughter? Well, I'm expecting now, and everything, and this is the situation. Okay, well, we still want you to babysit. But when I was leaving, this person asked me where was I going. She has 2 kids. This person asked me where are you going. She has 2 kids. This person asked me. So before you know it, I went from having no money, nothing, no way of doing anything, and within a month's time, I had 10 kids in a home daycare. So that's how I started my business 32 years ago, and I've been self-employed ever since. Have I been not restarting? Absolutely not. Have I been reset? Quite a few times. Absolutely. Because once you outgrow something and it breaks out, you got to reset it. And right now I'm in a reset, and I love it because all the things that I learned from all of this time, I'm able to take it and apply it to my next part of life. So I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to try to do this as much daily. I'm not good at editing as of yet, but I will try to work on editing. But in the meantime, I wanted to let you know that if your life is in a reset, that is a good place. Number one, that means you're still on the land of the living. And then another thing, it gives you an opportunity to take life and do it differently. We are not sentenced. I noticed one day recently that I realized that my life was not full of no's from God. My life was just full of delays. And some of those delays were for my own benefit, because a lot of times we don't know how to make the right decisions. And I could see that if I was going to get in a real bad relationship that was going to mess with my destiny, then I can see why God can allow roadblocks to be there. But instead, I'm looking at the situations now. Thank you for the delays, but thank you that they were not denials. God did not deny me having business. He did not deny me having marriage. He did not deny me from going to the world and my business growing so far as where I made so much that I would turn my back on him, or that it would hurt me. So what he did is he just kind of delayed it, allowed it to be delayed just a little bit. You have your divine delays and you have your demonic delays. Some areas of my life, I was truly in a divine delay because God was showing me there's going to be some things you need to grow up in, and there may be some things you need to grow up in. So tune in and make sure you put the subscribe button. You subscribe. Make sure you put the notification button on, because I'll be on here. And I'll tell you, I'm going to come in, I'm going to talk. You may see me put a few other videos up. You can just disregard them if you need to. But daily, I'm going to try to give you some words of wisdom and encouragement based off of the things that I've been through and that I am going through. Let's reset this. Let's enjoy this reset on our lives together. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.